Good evening, everyone. My name is Corey Clark. I am with the Metro Nashville Plan Department. And this evening, we're having a community meeting to discuss the Bordeaux, Whites Creek, Haynes Trinity Community Plan Amendment. And let me start sharing my screen here. All right, here we go. So, again, my name is Corey Clark, and I'm with the Metro Nashville Plan Department. Councilmember Toombs is in attendance. And would you like to say a couple words, ma'am?
No, just here to be supportive and to answer any questions that I can, and so that we can move this plan amendment forward.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Well, the applicant for this plan amendment is the plan department, and I am the one who filled out the application for this. So normally we have there's someone else, but this time it is us that has requested this plan amendment. And so the agenda tonight will be the purpose of the meeting, give you a little background information. We're going to talk about policy and zoning, and then we're going to look at the requested land use policy. And afterwards, the floor will be open for questions and discussion. So why are we meeting tonight? We're meeting to describe proposed changes, explain the process, gather your feedback, and make recommendations to the Planning Commission. And as I said before, we're the applicant for this community plan amendment, and we are going to be studying the existing community character policy applied to properties along Buena Vista Drive to determine if a change in policy is warranted based on the current evolving residential development pattern of the immediate surrounding area. And if you look up top here, we're going to be the question is, should community character policy be changed from urban neighborhood evolvement T4NE to urban neighborhood center T4NC? And if you look right below that, you will see the aerial where the red outline is the community plan amendment area that we're looking at. And so a little background about community planning here in Nashville. There are 14 community plans that are spread out across Davidson County, and these community plans, they guide decision making for the future built and natural environments. And this project in particular is located in the Bordeaux, Whites Creek, Haynes Trinity Community Plan. And the red star you see there is the approximate location of where this community plan amendment site is located. As I said, this is just kind of giving you a if you want to go back and look on your own, you'll go to the Nashville Next comprehensive plan guide, and you can go in there and you will see, you can look at the Bordeaux, Whites Creek, Haynes Trinity Community Plan and see what all that entails. And so the community character manual, that is like our that's our Bible here, so to say. It explains community character policies applied in each community plan. It provides direction for the use of implementation tools such as zoning, and it helps shape the form and character of a community. And within that community character manual, you will see the Transact, which is a system of categorizing and guiding the various development patterns of a region from the most natural, which is T1, to the most urban, which is T6 downtown. The red box around there is it highlights T4 urban, which is where the plan amendment, community plan amendment is located at. And the map right above it is a Transact. You see that's the map of the Transact right there. You see a red star, that's the approximate location where the community plan amendment area is located. And right below that, you see the different policies within the T4 Transact. And as I stated earlier, we're looking at the existing policy is T4 urban neighborhood evolving, and the proposed policy is T4 urban neighborhood center. And so why are policies important? Just read right along with me. Policies guide Planning Commission recommendations to Metro Council for zone change requests. Zone change requests that are consistent with existing policies have a higher likelihood of an approval recommendation from the Planning Commission. The current zone change is not consistent with the existing policy, which I'll delve into that a little bit more later on during the presentation. The applicant, again, which is us, we are requesting an amendment to the existing land use policy. And to change a community plan, public engagement is required to consider the request, which is why we are meeting here tonight. And so real quick, policy versus zoning, what's the difference? Policy, if I can sum it up, policy is the vision for an area, which is like the community character policies, community character manual. Those are the visions. That's just the vision. Whereas zoning, that's essentially the law. And they kind of go hand in hand. Policy kind of dictates zoning, so to speak. And but they're both vital. And so the current policy is urban neighborhood evolving. Again, if you look at the map below, you see the red outline area. That shaded, that looks like a beige color within the red outline area. That is considered T4NE policy. And the intent of this policy is to create and enhance neighborhoods to include greater housing choice, improve connectivity, and more creative, innovative, and environmentally sensitive development techniques. And one of the characteristics of this policy is that it has moderate to high density residential development with a broader range and integrated mixture of housing types. And so the proposed policy is Urban Neighborhood Center, or as we refer to T4NC. And the intent of this policy is to maintain and enhance and create urban neighborhood centers that provide daily needs and services for surrounding urban neighborhoods. And a characteristic of this is that intensity is generally placed within edges not exceeding the four corners of an intersection of prominent urban streets. So the purple that you see there, actually, let me back up. So the purple that you see there, that is T4NC, and you can see that is right here at three corners. And as I just stated, normally it should be at four corners, kind of at each of the intersection. Let me go forward. So you see right here where we've added the purple right here, and it kind of lines up with the intent of this policy that you have that it's right here at the four corners of the intersection, and it's not exceeding or going all down here in other places, but it's contained right here in this little area right here. And a other characteristic of this policy is it is meant to provide goods and services within a 5 to 10 minute walk for residents. So yeah. And so I guess the what is the reason why we're looking to have T4NC policy here? Uh and this is it, what I'm showing you right here. This is a development tracker as well. So this is public it's public knowledge right here. So this is development that is coming in, that's been proposed for this area. It is residential. However, we want to possibly incorporate, or we not possibly want to incorporate mixed use in there to kind of go along with the policy. So looking at amending the policy to right here, if you follow my cursor, we're gonna carve out that T4NC policy there and apply it to these properties right here, and that will provide the developer the opportunity to incorporate mixed use within the development, which brings it in line with the intent of the T4NC policy. And again, as I say, this is the general, what you're looking at is a site plan right here for the rezoning that's taking place for this site. And at this moment, that's pretty much it. Again, we're going to be looking at doing T4NC. Let me go back here once again. This is the proposed policy to apply T4NC policy right here on these properties as well. So again, we can have that uniform policy here at the four corners of the intersection. And again, it will support the development that's currently being proposed here at this location as well. And I open the floor up to any questions right now.
So, sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
I wanted to provide some additional insight. I mean, everything you said was correct. I'm supportive of the plan amendment because, as you stated, the T4 Neighborhood Center covers 3 of the 4 corners.
Yes,
So it really doesn't make sense to have that one corner left out of that neighborhood center. Also, there's been, quite a bit of development along that Buena Vista Pike as it changes into West Trinity Lane. And so there's
yes, ma'am.
quite a bit of residential, and there's uh, concern from the community that wants additional amenities in the area. So they want shops and things that they can walk to or drive to in the neighborhoods. And
Yes,
so
ma'am.
the idea is for that area to be more walkable. Because I have folks there's a store on one of those corners. And so I have folks who are walking all the time to that store. And
Yes,
so
ma'am.
it's building on that idea of having those amenities close by that that residents can get to. Also, the project directly across the street that's already nearly completed, that's directly across the street from the proposed project, is a mixed use project. So
Yes,
it's
ma'am, it
70
is.
plus it has some commercial.
Mhm.
Um, and so the idea is to have the project that's directly across the street to mirror that project and be similar in density and also have that commercial aspect. And so in order to do that, we have to amend the land use policy for that particular small area. Um,
Yes, ma'am.
and it just flows. Practically, it flows to have that entire 4 corners be a neighborhood center.
Yes, ma'am. I am you're correct about that. It does flow with that development to mirror that development right across the street from there. And again, it didn't after we went back and looked at it, yeah, it didn't just make sense to have just 3 corners instead of having 4 to kind of go along with the actual policy itself. So that's why, yeah, putting the T4NC right here, it makes the most sense right here on these properties. Mhm. And I also have with us Michael Williams. He is the I guess the lead on this project right here. Michael, would you like to add anything?
I was just going to ask Councilmember Toombs if there was a specific type of commercial he thinks that community might like at the intersection of Buena Vista and Cliff Drive.
So there's a variety of things. I mean, places that folks can eat, just like your smaller scale commercial. Because I mean, there's not a lot of parking. So you don't want anything that's going to draw too much traffic. But just like those little, grab a bite to eat. Maybe there's like a coffee shop or I'm just thinking of like small scale businesses. Maybe someone has a boutique there, just things like that that are smaller in scale. I don't know how much commercial space is part of the project across the street. And I don't know to what extent there could be some like coordination. So it's not like duplicative. Even though we're almost a blank slate on that Buena Vista West Trinity Lane corridor in terms of need. But I'd rather have a variety of options instead of like the same stuff. If that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we can't, directly say it's going to be a coffee shop or it's going to be retail,
Right.
or, it's going to be a certain type of business, but what we can do is kind of design the building to have dimensions that might work better for, a coffee shop.
Yeah.
Or, something particular or similar like that.
Even
I guess that's what I was trying to.
How markets work. If someone wanted to do like a small market, where people can get, fresh fruits and vegetables, things more along those lines. It's really wide open because, like I said, there's a lot of need. So there's just a plethora of different businesses that would be very beneficial to the area.
Yeah, and I have to agree as well. I think also too with the amount of development that's taking place right across the street there, and what you're proposing, Michael, and also development that's taking place just north of there, up Cliff Drive by Goodrich Avenue. I think having those type of amenities would be key, and I think you'd be able to draw from those new residents in the area for those type of services, to provide those type of services.
Yeah, definitely.
Makes sense. I'm in agreement with y'all.
Yes, definitely have enough rooftops over there to support some good commercial services. So yes, sir. All right. Stephanie, has anybody else joined or raised any hands or whatever?
No, and I am not seeing any questions either.
Okay. All right. Well, I think that will be it. And again, this in closing, this the next step, this community meeting will be recorded and uploaded to Metro Nashville Network's YouTube channel. For those of you that were not able to attend tonight, you can go there and you can look at this video, and you can email comments to me down here at Corey Clark at nashville.gov once you go back and look at the video and whatnot. And also, this community plan is scheduled to be heard at the January 11th, 2024 Metro Planning Commission meeting. And that is it. Any closing remarks, Councilmember Toombs?
No, I appreciate your time. I appreciate everyone's time getting on the call and sharing this information with the community, and I look forward to moving forward with the plan amendment.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We'll do. We'll do. All right. Thank you, everybody, for attending tonight, and everybody have a happy holiday season, and take care.
You too. Happy holidays, Stephanie, Corey, Michael.
Yep.
Happy holidays.
Happy holiday. Thank you.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye bye.